Hey, I'm Ibrahim, and today I want to share with you the effect of Covid-19 on LGBTIQ refugees. Stay tuned. Lockdown and isolation is not something new that LGBTIQ refugees are experiencing. Since ever, LGBTIQ refugees are victims of discrimination and targeted violence, and that manifested in social isolation and social distancing. This new regulation of movement restriction and stay at home are meant to keep people safe, but it have a reversible reaction on LGBTIQ refugees. For some refugees, home or refugee camp is not a safe place because they require different set of needs. Many LGBTIQ refugees are confined in hostile environment with unsupportive family member, abusive partners, or homophobic roommates. Staying at home or refugee camp will eliminate their access to support structure and safe places, which will exacerbate violence and it could lead for serious life risks. And on the other hand, it limited their access to health services, especially for HIV positive refugees and transgender refugees. The target of multiple types of violence, LGBTIQ refugees are particularly vulnerable to mental health complications. Following homo and transphobic attacks, many LGBT refugees may develop post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, with symptoms of ongoing distress, intense flashback, nightmares, irritability, anger, and fear. They can also struggle with anxiety or depression. The potentially traumatizing experiences associated with the current pandemic can exacerbate these symptoms, especially when refugees find themselves facing long periods of confinement in abusive environment. Their historic trauma can be reactivated. Individuals with PTSD may show an increase in indirect self-harm through risk behaviors, such as abuse of food, nicotine, alcohol, and other drugs. This risk behavior, depending on intensity and duration, can lead to subsequent health problems such as diabetes, heart attacks, and/or other chronic diseases. In worse scenarios, symptoms of PTSD can lead to direct self-harm and suicide. I want to take a moment to thank Dr. Danie Meyer for her professional support in the trauma issue. Dr. Danie Meyer is a trauma psychologist in Cologne, Germany. She is the founder of Cologne Counseling, which offers in-person and online counseling and narrative exposure therapy net to individuals displaced and traumatized by war and violence. I will leave for you her contact info in the info box down below. Check it out. For LGBTIQ refugees and supporters who live in Nordrhein-Westfalen Germany, in case you experience violence or discrimination based on your sexual orientation or gender identity, please contact the Anti-Violence Office against lesbians, gays, and trans in NRW on the email below here. I will leave it as well in the info box. In general, job opportunities for LGBTIQ refugees in such bureaucratical asylum system reflects many obstacles, from obtaining work permission to unrecognized degrees and language barriers, which leaves LGBTIQ refugees in a low-paid job. Now, in this pandemic, it exposes them to a high risk of infection in a low-paid job atmosphere. For example, retail employees, delivery employees, storage employees are less able to protect themselves through physical distancing and safe hygiene practices, which increase their exposure to the virus. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, subscribe for my channel for more LGBT-focused videos. If you are interested in the situation of LGBTIQ refugees in refugee camps of Germany, check out this video.